Yeah, this doesn't bode well. Alright, we're flying to Chicago, Scare today, on a 757-200. We're flying in first class, which is good. But Newark Airport has been an absolute shambles all morning. It took an hour for my airplane to arrive at the gate.
Use either lane to
so,
left to US
we'll see how this
1 and 9
goes.
South toward main terminals.
Yeah, so, like 2 minutes later, this is bad. You can barely see the control tower. You can see airplanes, it's just, they're not moving. We like airplanes moving. You know, that's better. I'm sure this is gonna go well. All right, there's lightning. I think that means the ramp's shut down. That's very good for us. I see airplanes out there. One of them's gonna be mine, maybe. So Newark just got this new Uber, Lyft, ride app pickup system where they allow you to, they moved it to the parking garage. I think it's a better move. It was kind of crowded before. All right, let's have a peek at this departure board here. We're on time. All right, so when you come in, you're just gonna keep walking straight and you're gonna get to this area over here. This is where you kind of come in, kind of like the old terminals had this area, and then it just pops you up on level 2. Pre-check's right here. If you come in through the garage, you have to come up to level 3 and then go over. All right, I'm through security. You see airplanes out there, still thundering. Not great for my on-time performance, but we're going out of gate C80 today, which is in Concourse C1. Yeah, we're gonna be delayed. I'm calling it. That's our plane out there. The United Club, a place you cannot access if you have a first-class ticket on United Airlines domestically here in the United States, because why would they let you do that? Jokes aside, you gotta be on Alaska for that. You can get into the club if you have an international business class ticket, or if you have a credit card or elite status. Usually those get you in. So my plane is currently outside still in Terminal B. We'll see how it goes though, because I'm going to the gate now to check on it, make sure we're not like boarding now, because that could be happening and then I'll be kind of in trouble if that were the case. So we'll see how this goes. It could go well. It could also go very, very badly. Ooh, the departure board. As you can see, it is a sea of yellow. Let's see if I've joined the sea of yellow yet. I have not. There's a plane at my gate. It is not my plane. So they're either going to change my gate and my plane, or we will be delayed considerably. If we board November 14121 at gate C80, I will be delayed at least an hour. You can see, if we look over here, oh, we can see my plane right here. All right, see right here we have gate C80. You know it's not gate C80, my plane. That's a 737 MAX going to Greenland. So if you ever look on Flight Radar 24 and you see the Newark with a line of planes, this is it in real life. It's good for plane spotting, but it's not good for my connection. All right, we are officially delayed. 45 minutes is what they're saying now. I don't buy that for a second. So now I'm gonna see if I'm gonna change my connecting flight. All right, we've been delayed another 25 minutes according to the gate agent, so I came up to watch some planes. This is fun. All right, good morning. You know, the lighting's a little different. It's because it's a new day, and where I left you last, my flight was canceled because I don't know why. They just canceled it out of the blue. And there's like literally no good options. I tried everything, but there wasn't really any good options to get to Dayton, where I'm trying to go. So we're taking the scenic route. They rebooked us. I tried to get on an American Airlines flight last night to Dayton, or to Chicago. That would be no fly to Dayton. But I was in line for it. Agent just says, "Oh, they canceled the flight." So, I mean, that's what you expect when you book American. I mean, they can't get an on-time flight to save their lives. But so we're taking the scenic route. Slight deviation from the original plan. We're taking, instead of one stop, it's going to be 2. And yeah, it's going to be a bit of an interesting flight today. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be on a 757 anymore. Alright. So the good news is that United spared me from having to be in the dark dungeon at C-114, C-115. Absolutely terrible gates down there. So happy they were going to put me in C-115 and they changed their mind at the last minute. We're at C-113 today, which is much better. There are too many views of the airplane that are good from C-113, but here's the little plane that'll be taking me over to Buffalo Tambra 175. Now, the good thing is that my upgrade cleared to first class pretty much immediately after they rebooked me, so I got that going for me. I think I can get a decent view of the plane up here. No, still a terrible view of the plane. Okay, so flight's been canceled, and the good news is that we have a plan. The bad news is that it's not a good plan. So now where we're going is to the Amtrak station, where I'm gonna get on a train to Philadelphia. And then remember when I said earlier that I was happy I wasn't flying American? Well, so about that, we're now flying American to Columbus instead of Dayton, which is an hour away, but it's the only way that's gonna get us there, because there's absolutely nothing on United, and I don't wanna drive for 10 hours. All right, now when your flight gets canceled twice in a row and you need to take a flight to Philadelphia, you need to get on the Amtrak train. You're gonna take the air train to the trains to city signs. It's like the rail link station after you've been extorted by Amtrak. Now, I want to be clear, this is not United's fault, this is craziness. Now, could they have handled the situation better? Yeah, probably, anywhere, everyone could have, but it's very important to note that they're not at fault here. It's just an act of God, and we'll all survive. Alright. To the rail link station we go. Alright, welcome to the train station. Now we wait, because we have about an hour till our train leaves. Here we are. Welcome to 30th Street, Philadelphia. Didn't think I'd be here today, but here we are. I didn't film on the train because there was a ton of people. It was really quiet. It felt awkward, but here we are now. This is the most Philadelphia thing ever. There's a Wawa train. And our train's late to the airport. Of course it is. Alrighty. Airport train here. Alright, we're now here in Terminal D, because it was closer. We're going through pre-check again for the third time in 2 days. Haven't gotten on the plane yet. Hopefully that changes. Alrighty. This is Philadelphia International Airport. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go through security. I will see you all on the other side. Alright, y'all, through security now. Flying American. I'm at a Terminal C, gate C30. I'm at the airport a little early because United, the timing, I didn't want to get here. I would rather be here than sitting in Newark Airport just chilling, you know. I'd rather be here because this airport is the airport my flight leaves out of, and I'd rather not stress that there's also no good Amtrak trains timed for here unless I want to get here ungodly early. So, you know, I had to pay $400 for I had to pay $200 for an Amtrak ticket last minute, which was, you know, which sucked, but it was not really any other option. It's that or I don't travel, and I drive to Ohio, and I didn't want to drive. So yeah, we're here. Flying an A319 today in a main cabin extra. Looking forward to it. I don't know if looking forward to it's the right word for it. It's American Airlines. I don't want to jinx myself because I've jinxed myself like 3 times on this trip already, but the Philly airport seems pretty decent today. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I really don't want to jinx myself again. All right, welcome to gate C30. Does not show my airplane yet. We have a plane. November 775 X-Ray Foxtrot. It's a plane, it's here. It's taking me to Columbus. Let's go. All right, we're boarding only a few minutes late, which for Americans is pretty good. Philly Airport's a dump. Happy to be out of here. Here's our Airbus A319 taking us to Columbus. Boarding the A319. Here we are. All right, so American does give you an adjustable headrest. It's a little stiff. United, they're a little better, but they're relatively comfortable. Pinnacle seats are better than what they have on most of their fleet. You got some pretty good legroom here and main cabin extra. Not anything spectacular, but you know, pretty good. You got a tray table as well. I like tray table. Stens. They don't give out sanitizing wipes. And let's look at the in-flight entertainment system now. Oh dear. Got the safety card. Oh, here's the online streaming. Oh, a credit card ad. I like credit card ads. And yeah, that's the seat. Got a power outlet. There's a recline. I'll check that out. That's about it. Old school overhead controls in the old school Airbus. They got new ones on some new planes on the Airbus 321s, but the 319s, 320s are the same old ones. I will say, Airbus windows, kind of small. Boeing windows are bigger. They just announced the boarding doors being closed 3 minutes early. This must be a new record for American Airlines. Got a Biscoff cookie. Classic American Airlines, not as good as the United snack mix, but pretty good. Also got a ginger ale. Surprised they had such a good service on such a short flight, but pretty good.
Around 81 degrees Fahrenheit right now in the northeast, about 10 miles an hour. Visibility's decent with some haze and smoke. Fires up in Canada, northern Minnesota. We should be landing in just about 30 minutes once on the ground. Just a couple minutes to taxi to the gate. That seatbelt sign is off right now. We'll come on here in the next couple minutes once it's on. We'll remain on until we're safe at the gate. Thanks for joining us today. Philly over to Columbus. Look forward to seeing you again soon.
Alright, the descent into Columbus now. Very good flight. Would have rather been at Newark, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I mean, it's just an American Airlines flight, you know. No TVs, no map, mediocre food. But we weren't delayed, and you know, could have been much worse than Americans. So grateful they got me here eventually. And yeah, not too shabby. Enjoy our arrival.